Karibu sana. We are back. Pole sana, tulikuwa tunaangalia last minute touches hapo hivyo. Welcome back. Haya, tuweke simu, Kitita analia. All right, okay. Welcome. Yani, it's been an exciting weekend, and we are hoping that it's going to be an exciting end of the, the EPL weekend, because it ends today with Manchester United facing facing them. And we hope that at the end of the day, they will come in as wolves, but they will leave as puppies. We hope that will happen. But it's been an eventful, surprise after surprise, exposure of the loopholes in terms of the English Premier League. And also back home, we are still waiting for the unveiling of one Kimanzi as the head coach, Pale Harambee Stars. So we'll be waiting for that. But as we settle down, took on the ably suited Isaac Swiller. Karibu sana.
Asante.
And congratulations, at least sauti iko leo. Kwa sababu ya
2 out of 2, is it? Or 2 on the bounce?
Yes.
Or 2 on the trot?
Hero.
Okay.
And then back from Seattle. Seattle, Washington, in the United States of America, Steve Shitera. Karibu sana.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and
Sijui ameleta nini kutoka maju.
atatuambia atusort bana.
Nitasort breakfast kwanza.
Ya kwanza na ulipe in dollars.
Yeah, in dollars. Sijabadilisha pesa by the way. Bado in dollars.
And a 5-star breakfast.
Nyinyi ndio mtachagua.
Nice.
All right. The question of the day that we'll be asking, going to put it up a little bit later on, but we are asking, do you think the new, in quotes, the new Manchester United will beat Wolves tonight? Do you think the new Manchester United will beat Wolves tonight? You can talk to us using the hashtag Daybreak and SMS 22422. Basi, wacha tuanze na we talked about Kimanzi. I guess we're still waiting for his unveiling. But what do you think about his prospects? Because we talked about it, but there's a little bit sijui mbona wajamweka, but tuone kale kashati kemeandikwa Kimanzi, tuone hivi.
You see, for me, the beauty is not even his unveiling. The beauty of it is that Kenda gave me a timely report, which we published, and it was denied by the competition.
Yes.
And they were forced to chase wind and do reaction. And the Federation had to deny via phone calls, but they were not brave enough to issue a statement denying. But the beauty of it was that the weekend, they did confirm, yes, indeed, Kimanzi is on board and Zico was his deputy. And again, the beauty is on Tuesday, they are going to unveil Kimanzi or Zico. Tomorrow. Right. So the nitty-gritties, of course, will break it down as the show wears on.
Yes, all right. What do you think, again, Shitera, while you were away, Kimanzi alipewa kazi. What do you think about that?
I think it's good news for Harambee Stars, because the last time we were here na Matasi nikamwambia Blanda ni coach alipiga kule Egypt.
Right.
He didn't want to admit, and I think now the problem is nani ana admit way much too late. Nick Mwendwa. And I think the appointment of Kimanzi is good news to the Kenyan football, because in as far as Kimanzi has not seen the team to any continental or international platform, he's a good coach. I can equate him to the late Reinhard Fabisch, who, according to all statistics, has been our best coach. He's a coach that never took us to World Cup, he never took us to AFCON, but he performed. His works are still written down in history, Fabisch works. Kimanzi's time also brought some good football to Harambee Stars. Remember when Kimanzi was in charge, the national team really enjoyed a good FIFA ranking. So in as much as he has not taken us to AFCON, he has not taken us to World Cup, I think he's a good coach, a UEFA licensed coach, and he's a coach that we really need to support, bearing in mind he's a local coach, and as they say, we can also do it. So to me, it's a good thing, and I think we will support the coach. He's a coach of repute, and we will give him the backing.
But there's no denying that kuna kazi.
kazi iko ya kufanya kazi iko ya kufanya, na nafikiri it's a good thing because he's a local coach, anajuana na all local players, unlike Migne who relied on someone, because to me I agree Migne relied on someone to choose the squad for him. Your squad haiko ya Migne, someone was doing the job.
So kulikuwa na ghost coach.
Kulikuwa na ghost coach. Migne was just
ghost mule.
Migne was just the face of it. Right. And eventually you could see what he brought on the pitch.
Many times, Sula, you've talked about, and I want to ask this question to Kianda, many times you've talked about in the football circle in Kenya, and Kianda has also alluded to this before, kuna system that in terms of structures, in terms of trips, in terms of first 11, etc. Is this something that Kimanzi will have to contend with?
Pole, niko na homa kidogo leo nisipotoboa.
Pole, it is well. Yeah, thank you for showing up despite the homa. Ama homa ni manili shinda. Anyway, go on. Itashinda.
Anyway, this is the thing. It's going to be unveiled tomorrow, as Swila said.
Right.
Is he going to be given the support that a foreign coach will be given if appointed? If Kimanzi, even if you appoint Jose Mourinho, even if you appoint Arsene Wenger, but as long as the systems are still remaining the same, zero support, poor scouting of talent, mazee hakuna kitu, the cycle tu tutakunarudia. Same things. So despite Kimanzi being, of course, going to be unveiled tomorrow, as Will has said, the support that is going to be given to nurture talent, basically to improve football in this country, will matter a lot. As to why he was appointed, because it was the only option. Because this federation is broke, they don't have money. So who do you go for? Go for someone you can afford. Mtu anaelewa shida zenyu pia. Kimanzi is a good coach, I've said it and I'll repeat it. But if the systems still remain the same, if the structures still remain the same, boza hakuna mahali tunaenda. Tutakuwa na rotate yanga tu hapa. Tutakuwa na get excitement kicheki school games kicheza zaidi better. Nacheki Kakamega High School ndo nacheza na St. Peter's, crowd inajaa, nacheki Kisumu, national games inajaa, lakini as long as structures itabaki tu the same, ni monkey tu zina change, forest itakuwa ni ile.
Yeah. So any hope, how deep is this problem? I mean, you've covered for a while.
The problem, we've talked about it for long, and even on the arena with the Kianda on Saturday, we were trying to break down that. And Shitera has been loud enough in voicing his support for Kimanzi. For me, I respect the decision. The powers that be have made their decision as the federation, which we respect and we are going to support as stakeholders in the game. However, I must point out, I don't think Kim is the good man to take us forward, with all due respect. Zico, again, is a good friend. But for me, I'm looking at the records they've had. Zico was head coach at Sony Sugar. He was at Posta Rangers. How good did he perform there? Yeah? Posta Rangers had a very staggering campaign, and he left. In his stint, even when he was at the helm of Goma here, how well did he perform? And as a coach, you are as good as your last game. Kimanzi has been at the helm of Mathare United for some seasons, but what has he won there with Mathare United? If I ask those hard questions, and these are the men going to lead our national team, I don't think they are the men that will give us the magic we are looking for. Remember, it's not a trial and error. Stars already in the group for the 2021 AFCON, and the president, Nick Mwendo, has been loud and clear enough. We have to grace every AFCON showpiece going forward. We are going to face Egypt, we are going to face Comoros, and we are going to face Togo, if I'm not wrong, in that qualifier. That means we have either to top the group or be runners up to bag a ticket to Cameroon. Zico, Kimanzi, are they the men going to take us to the next AFCON? I have my reservations. And I'm not looking at just the performance of Stars, but rather what will they hand over to their predecessors or to the next generation in terms of talent scouting, talent nurturing, and putting in place a seamless transition of talents. As we are speaking, the under-15 national team, I mean this Kenya under-15 is in Eritrea playing the Sekafa under-15. Those are the boys now Kimanzi need to work on going forward. A few years from now, somebody who is 18 should be good enough to play for Harambee Stars. So it's not just about... It's not just about those are the politics Kianda will come into later. But in short, what I'm trying to say, I don't think these two men will bring the magic in Harambee Stars.
My question is, before we go to Kianda, so what if, anasema kizungu mingi, what if,
should they speak the Sheikh Kiswahili?
Okay. Oh, okay.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. This is true. So, let's play devil's advocate here for a minute. If they come in, both of them, they are given the right support, they do the scouting, they put in place, proper systems are put in place, as Kianda says, they get enough backing, will they perform?
I think, to me, Kimanzi will perform, because as Kianda said here, we tend to look at a local coach na ile macho ya chini. Local coaches are never given support, and that's why they have all the time failed. But to me, Kimanzi has been an outstanding local coach. And Zico, to me, also is an outstanding local coach. Remember, he's the only coach who denied Uganda their ticket to AFCON in 2011. So these are not coaches that we can say they are there to just try things out. They have been there, they have done their bit. Ni ile tu support hawakuwa nayo. If Nick Mwendwa would give Kimanzi the support he gave Migne, in as far as we did not have that much confidence in Migne, to me, I think Kimanzi will take Stars to AFCON 2021. Take that to the bank. Migne, kwa maoni yangu mimi, alipewa kila kitu. He took the boys back to his homeland for a holiday, and I said it here. It was a holiday. The holiday should have come after their AFCON outing, but it came before. That is where the blunder came. Look at the weather differences. He was in Egypt. He will tell you. Those are the steps that we missed in preparations. Migne chose a squad that was ill advised. As I said, sidhani ni yeye alikuwa na make hizo decisions za choose squad. Kimanzi ni coach ambaye tunamjua is so professional.
Na ni nini basi itafanya
ni coach principal
anawachagua.
Ni coach ambaye anajua wachezaji wote kwa Kenya Premier League. Ni coach ambaye anajua all the international.
You see, what we all have to agree on, and Shitera's aptly put it, for the first time we saw a massive support for the national team.
Yes.
The government giving out 250 million just coordinate and support seamless preparation for the national team. That is unheard of. But right now, Ambassador Amina Mohammed was busy. She was all over. She was in Cairo several times, visiting the team's camp, hosting them to a luncheon even after they had bowed out of the competition. But now what we want to see, and he's saying, we have our local boys coaching the team. Is that support going to be the same?
That's
it's
right.
A matter of conjecture.
Kianda unasema kuna kitu tumeogopa kusema. Iseme basi, alafu to
as Willa said, we were talking about it on the arena on Saturday. And kuna umutaa pia inaweza tokea kwa hii game, kwa hii national team. Sijui kama unaelewa kitu nake.
Naelewa kitu nasema.
Kuna umutaa inaweza anza tu. Wewe niweke juu mimi ni best yako. Wewe niweke juu na do mingi kushinda hata kasi chezi majuu. Sika hata party game time enough majuu. I want to ask a very like two questions kwa federation na the leadership ya football in Kenya. We've had this youth tournaments happen sana in Kenya, si ndio? There's a team from Kapengure that won. I think it was Chapadimba.
Chapadimba and went to Spain.
How many players tumeona kutoka Kapengure kuja kwa hizi either under 20 ama under 23? The same faces ndio watu tunaona nika hakuna football ina happen huko nje. Last year it was St. Anthony's who won the school games. This year the ones who are representing us. Tumeona watu wangapi kutoka pale wale wa shule wakikuja kwa hizi under 23 and ngapi. That's why nimesema kuna Kiingereza mingi kwa hii hata under 15. Unaona? Ni watoto wa ligi ndogo tu hapa ndio wanaenda kucheza boli huko. Tujaona mtoto akitoka huko Pokot, huko Mandera. Tujaona cause national team ni kitu inafaa unite country
kwa national.
Iwe national. Si Nairobians peke yake wanacheza mpira ba. Kuna watu wanacheza boli huko nje better than these boys from Nairobi. So that's why I'm saying, will we have transparency in terms of recruit wachezaji ambao kuja kucheza under 23, under 20, under 17? Because at the end of the day, when we're talking about structures, those are the feeders to the senior team. A weak national team is equivalent to the way the league is performing and the poor scouting of talent in the country. And that's why nasema kusikuwe na umutaa. Ati yeye niweke game kwa sababu ninapata pesa mingi kukushinda nacheza majuu. Kama Kipkurui ana deserve kuwa kwa team. Kama kijana kutoka Nzoia ana deserve kuwa kwa hiyo team. No need to waste time. Pay for air tickets and this boy can do the same thing. Some of those players kutoka ati kijana sijui ametokea ati jibu baba yake alikuwa anaishi wapi akaenda sijui amezaliwa huko. Not all those boys play better football than very local coach, local players who are playing in the Kenya Premier League. So we want to see transparency and professionalism in running the national team.